California lawmakers trying to lift the state out of crippling economic disaster.
Because of this pandemic, because of what it has done, these revenue shortfalls are bigger than even the state of California.
In a state that accounts for 15% of the country's GDP, the impact of the coronavirus could sink California into a $54 billion deficit and leave north of 4 million people out of work.
It's been pretty rough with everything being closed, trying to get things like essentials even.
As the state enters phased reopening, the proposals would send cash to small businesses and local governments, like the state's version of the Federal CARES Act. It would also keep renters from having to pay their bill for now.
I have great expectation and great confidence that we'll do everything in our power to protect the most vulnerable Californians.
The state's $25 billion stimulus fund would come from Californians willing to prepay their income tax at a discount. A separate effort would give landlords tax credits. They could sell them to investors to get the cash now without having to pressure tenants to pony up. Renters would have a decade to repay, unless they prove financial hardship.
My optimism is conditioned on this: more federal support.
California wants $1 trillion from the feds to share with 4 other states: Oregon, Washington, Nevada, and Colorado. The efforts are an unprecedented move to protect a behemoth California economy in a crisis daring it to fail. As businesses unlock doors, the percentage of positive tests in California is on the downslope. But more and more people are testing positive. And in a state the size of this one, regulations vary county to county.
We can't put blanket statements on everything, and that's what we're learning.
Dr. Hala Sabri lives near Ontario, east of Los Angeles.
I can't even compare what my county has or is doing to San Francisco. San Francisco, in this situation, is kind of more of a gold standard.
She warns communities to be careful, as painful as lockdowns can be.
I hope that we can figure out how to empower those vulnerable populations to not have to make those choices, because nobody wants to choose between life or death.
It's a balance California hopes it can afford, if it can convince enough lawmakers to shuffle the budget.
I do think that when it's lives that can be lost and we're playing with variables that can affect that, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
James Packard, Newsy, Chicago.